We're going to practice 4 algebra questions that most students should know by the end of grade 5. I understand that math can be challenging to tackle alone. This channel is here to support and assist you or your child in learning math. What you'll need: a pencil, download our video worksheet, link in the comments, or use your own piece of paper, and time to use your brain, so no calculators are allowed. Here's a look at 4 algebra questions that we're going to solve. Feel free to pause and solve the question on your own first, or watch Ms. John guide you through the solutions. Feel free to use the timestamp below to go directly to the answer key. Question number 1, solve. X plus 5 equals 15. Answer. So the first thing that we're going to do is write the question. Then we got to think about how are we going to solve it. Typically in elementary they teach you what plus 5 equals 15. Like we're going to do that. We're going to learn the right way so that when you get to high school you're not struggling, okay? So what we're going to do is first write x equals 15 because we're going to move over that 5. So when we move the 5 over, it's going to be the opposite sign, which is going to change to minus 5. It's a little bit more complicated than that, but I am not going to teach you on that channel. So simply take the plus 5, move it over to the other side, change that plus sign to a minus sign, and so therefore we're going to write minus 5. So we're going to do x equals 15 minus 5, and that equals 10. X equals 10. So that's your answer. Question number 2. Solve 3 open bracket 2 times 2 close bracket to the exponent of 2 plus 5. Answer. So before we begin, we're going to always write BEDMAS. Really big on writing BEDMAS. I think it's key to just write that down somewhere in the corner. So what we're going to do is first look for the B. So B stands for brackets. So let's look for brackets. We do have the brackets. We have the brackets of 2 times 2. So therefore, we're going to do brackets first. So let's solve for the brackets. 2 times 2 equals 4. So we know that it equals 4. So next one we're going to look at is the E. Is there exponents in the question? There is. So we have 4 to the exponent of 2. So let's solve for the exponent. So 4 to the power of 2 equals 16. So now what we're going to look for is their D, division. So when we look at this question, there's no division. So therefore we can go to the next one, M. So when we look at this question, is there M? So when there's 2 numbers sandwiched together, so 3 open bracket, 16 close bracket, that represents multiplication. So therefore, there's multiplication. That's the next step we're going to do. So 3 times 16 equals 48. And then the last thing we're going to do is A. So there is addition, so 48 plus 5. So therefore, we're going to solve for the addition. 48 plus 5 equals 53. So your answer is 53. Question number 3, matching. So you're going to match the left column with the right column. And don't forget to download the video worksheet to help you solve for the answer. You got this. Answer. So the first row represents equal to. The second row represents greater than. The third row represents less than. If the opening starts from the left side, it means less than. So the point starts from the left side and it opens up towards the right side. So hopefully that helps. And because the fourth row is the point is starting from the left side and opening out towards the right side, we know that that's going to just be less than because there's no line underneath. So if there is a line underneath the symbol, it means equal to. And in this case, there's no line underneath, so that means it's just less than. And for the fifth row, there is a line underneath representing equal to, so we know that that's going to be greater than or equal to. Question number 4, matching. We're going to match the left column with the right column. You got this. Answer. So for the first one, we have 2 fractions. The best way to deal with the fractions in order to determine which one is actually greater or less than is simply by turning these fractions into a decimal. So what we're going to do is take the top bottom and divide that by the bottom number. And you could use your calculator. Let's first draw a rough box. And in that rough box, we're going to write 1 divided into 6. 1 divided into 6 equals 0.167. Now we're going to do the other fraction. So we're going to draw a rough box, and in that rough box, we're going to write 2 divided into 4. 2 divided into 4 equals 0.5. So when looking at those two numbers, we got to say, is 0.167 greater or smaller than 0.5? You could also use a number line to help you to determine. So as you can see, based on this number line, the 2/4, which is 0.5, halfway between 0 and 1, is going to be greater than 0.167. So therefore, the answer is less than. So we're going to draw the symbol for less than, and we're going to draw a line going from the left column to the right column. So again, the answer is less than. So for the second row, in order for us to determine, let's draw a rough box. And in that rough box, we're going to solve 18 times 3 minus 46. And that equals 6. Now let's do the other one. So let's draw a rough box, and in that rough box, we're going to write 36 divided by 6 minus 4, which equals 2. So what we're going to look at is 6 greater than or 6 less than 2? So as you should know, 6 is greater than 2. Therefore, this is the symbol we'll draw. And again, a line going from the left side to the right side, hitting greater than. We're going to do the last row, and let's draw a rough box. And in that rough box, we're going to write 2, open bracket, 5 times 3, close bracket, plus 2 equals 32. So let's draw a rough box. In that rough box, we're going to do the other question. So what we're going to write is 2, open bracket, 96 divided by 6, close bracket, which equals 32. So as you can see, both the numbers equal, so we're going to draw that equal sign and then draw a line going towards equal to. So the answer is equal to. Here's the answer key. If you got an answer wrong, use a timestamp to go back and check your solution. Good job at taking ownership over your education. You did it! See you in the next video.